I just bought 200 acres of raw land for $2,000. Yeah, $2,000. 48 hours later, some lady from the HOA family, living next door, storms across the dirt in designer heels like she owns the place. She shoves a binder in my face and goes, "You owe our homeowners association $15,000 in back dues and violations." I look around. Nothing. Just wind, grass, and a couple cows staring at us like, what the hell is this? No houses except theirs, no fences, no roads, literally empty prairie. She says, the previous owner signed an agreement with our family's HOA. I pull out my deed. Lady, this is my land. There is no HOA here. She smirks like she's about to win. Big mistake. Because this diesel mechanic just turned their little family scam into a federal nightmare. What would you do if an HOA family tried to shake you down on vacant land? Here's how I ended up owning more land than some small towns for the price of a decent motorcycle. 3 weeks ago, I'm under a proverbial grease coating my knuckles when my phone buzzes. Grandfather died. Left me $50,000. Most people would buy a new truck. Me? I wanted out of this diesel soak life. 12 years fixing engines, breathing exhaust fumes, feeling my spine compress every day. The constant smell of WD-40 and hydraulic fluid was killing me slowly. I had a dream. Organic farming. Trade motor oil for actual dirt. Found this government land auction online. 200.3 acres. Agricultural parcel, Nebraska. Back taxes $2,000. Saturday morning I drive out. Windows down. Gravel crunching under my tires. Meadowlark singing. Rolling hills. Rich black soil. Old fence posts marking perfect boundaries. I can already picture cornrows stretching to the horizon. Monday auction. One other bidder drops out after 10 minutes. Boom. $2,000. 200 acres. Done deal. Too good to be true. Yeah, definitely. Wednesday, I'm back walking my property when I spot this massive California-style mansion sitting on manicured grounds about 8/4 mile east. Circular driveway, trimmed hedges, lawn that probably costs more to maintain than my annual salary. Through the window, I can see some guy in a polo shirt typing away at a computer. Red flag number 1. I'm testing soil samples, that mineral taste of rich earth on my fingers when I hear it. Click, click, click. Designer heels on hard dirt. This blonde woman marches toward me like she's serving a warrant. Are you the new property owner? She asks, extending a manicured hand. I'm Brinley Fairmont, president of the Meadowbrook Estates Homeowners Association. President. I look around. One house hers. Lots of empty space. How many homes are in your association? 12 beautiful properties, she says with this practiced smile. My husband, Chadwick, and I moved here from California. He works in tech remote. You know, we've really brought some standards to this area. Standards of farmland that's been here since before she was born. She whips out this thick binder that reeks of fresh printer ink. This property has always been part of our homeowners association. Ma'am, this is agricultural land. Been farmland since the 60s. She flips through pages like a prosecutor. Previous owner agreed to monthly dues. You're inheriting those obligations. How much? $15,000 in back, dues plus $750 monthly going forward. I actually laugh. You want HOA fees on empty farmland? That's when I see it. This little smirk. Like she's done this dance before. Like she thinks I'm just another mark. These covenants are legally binding, she says, and her overpowering lavender perfume clashes with the honest prairie smells, making my gut churn. We'll file liens if necessary. Contact county commissioners. Make this very difficult for you. She hands me printed emails supposedly from the previous landowner, but something's off. Weird formatting, sketchy timestamps, amateur hour forgery. I need to see actual legal documents. Suddenly evasive. They're filed with the county. Look them up yourself. Then she just walks away, heels clicking back to her mansion, leaving me with obvious fake paperwork. But here's what really got me. She threatened liens, legal action, county involvement on a guy she'd known for exactly 3 minutes. That's not confused neighbor behavior. That's predator behavior. See, I might just be a diesel mechanic from Montana, but I wasn't born yesterday. I grew up where handshake deals still mean something, and people don't try to steal your land with fake paperwork. This woman, the self-appointed president of 12 houses, just declared war on the wrong guy that night. Lie in bed with the taste of her threats still bitter in my mouth. It hits me. If she's trying this on me, how many other rural landowners have her and Chadwick scammed? Time to do some homework. First stop, county courthouse. If there are real HOA documents, they'd be recorded there. If not, well, then I know exactly what I'm dealing with. A professional con artist couple who picked the wrong mark. Thursday morning, I wake up to a certified letter on my kitchen table. Yeah, she hand-delivered it to my house 40 m away. I rip it open, and it's like Christmas morning for lawyers. Official letterhead. Fancy legal language. The whole 9 yards. Notice of violation and assessment in bold letters that smell like fresh printer toner and desperation. $15,000 in back dues, plus penalties, plus interest, plus a $200 processing fee for this very letter. The ball's on this woman, but she's not stopping there. Filed a formal complaint with the county, claiming my land violates agricultural use restrictions. Posted on Nextdoor about the suspicious new landowner ignoring community standards. Even got 3 other HOA families to sign some petition about my disruption to neighborhood harmony. Disruption? I haven't even planted anything yet. I'm reading this thinking, what planet is she from? So I drive straight to the courthouse, gravel crunching under my boots as I march up those stone steps. The morning air tastes like rain and trouble. The county clerk is this elderly woman named Dolores who's worked there since Moses was in diapers. Bifocals on a chain, zero tolerance for fingers stained with decades of ink from filing documents. You're here about the Fairmont situation, she says before I even speak. How do you know? Honey, you're the 4th person this month asking about property records after dealing with that woman. 4th person. That hits me like a wrench to the gut. Dolores spreads documents across the counter like she's dealing cards in Vegas. The papers smell musty, official, real, unlike Brinley's fresh printed nonsense. First up, my deed, clear as day. Agricultural exemption, established 1967. My grandfather always told me to check courthouse records before trusting anyone's word about property rights. And damn if he wasn't right. Second document. Original survey from when this land was first parkland. No mention of Meadowbrook estates anywhere, just farmland stretching to the horizon. Third document gets interesting. Brinley's actual HOA filing from 2 years ago. 12 properties clustered around her house like satellites. My land not included. Not even close. Your property predates their development by 40 years. Dolores explains, tapping the papers with a gnarled finger. It's like trying to retroactively add the moon to your backyard. And then she leans close, coffee breath mixing with old paper smell. That Fairmont woman's been here 6 times in the past month, trying to get your deed amended. Amended how? Wants to add your parcel to their HOA covenant. Claims she has owner permission. My blood pressure spikes. I never gave permission for anything. Of course not, but she brought paperwork claiming you did. Dolores slides another document across the worn wooden counter. Property owner consent form with my name typed at the bottom, and what's supposed to be my signature. I've never seen this paper before in my life. And that signature looks like a drunk 3rd grader tried to forge it with their wrong hand. She attempted fraud. I say attempted being the key word. I didn't file it because something stank worse than week-old fish in July. Now I've got her dead to rights on forgery. I drive home and immediately start my counterattack. Post no trespassing signs along our shared property line. The metallic clang of the post, hoe, digger, probably carries all the way to her kitchen window. Begin soil testing for my actual farming operation, making it crystal clear this land's getting used for agriculture, whether Princess Brinley likes it or not. The rich black earth feels good between my fingers. Honest work, honest dirt. That afternoon, my phone rings. Unknown number. Mr. Graham, this is Patricia from Meadowbrook Property Management. You have outstanding dues requiring immediate payment. Property management? That's new. Lady, I don't owe anybody anything. Sir, our records show 17,000 in assessments, including late fees and collection costs. The number keeps growing. This morning, 15 grand, now 17. What's your company address? We're located at, let me check, 4578 Business Center Drive, Suite 210. I Google it while she talks. UPS store. A freaking mailbox. Ma'am, that's a UPS store. Long pause. Sir, you need to pay these assessments or click. I hang up. That evening, I'm on my porch with a beer, watching the sunset paint my land golden when I hear an engine. Black Tesla cruising slowly past my fence like a shark circling. Driver's wearing a polo shirt. That's Chadwick. He parks right at my property line and just stares for 20 minutes. Windows down, taking pictures of my house, my truck, my life. I wave. He doesn't wave back. Time to call the sheriff. Deputy Reynolds shows up next morning. Good old boy who's dealt with property disputes for 20 years. I show him the harassment timeline, the fake documents, the escalating threats. This isn't the first complaint about the Fairmonts, he says, adjusting his hat brim against the morning sun. We've had reports about them pressuring other landowners. Reports. 3 families in 2 years paid them money before figuring out the scam. One elderly farmer handed over $8,000 before his family intervened. That's when it hits me like a sledgehammer. This isn't about my property anymore. This is about stopping a pattern of rural fraud that's been flying under the radar. Brindley and Chadwick just picked a fight with the wrong diesel mechanic. Friday morning, I'm having coffee when another letter shows up. Not certified this time, just slapped under my windshield wiper like a parking ticket. This one's from Meadowbrook Property Services, LLC, demanding immediate payment of $1,847 monthly. The smell of fresh ink mixed with morning dew makes my stomach turn. For what exactly? Landscaping assessment, road maintenance, community security, and administrative overhead. I look out at my dirt road that hasn't seen maintenance since the Carter administration. What landscaping? The only security out here is my shotgun and whatever coyotes are keeping the rabbits honest. But here's the kicker. They're threatening collection action and credit reporting if I don't pay within 10 days. I call number, rings twice. Meadowbrook Services. This is Devin. Yeah, I got your bill. What exactly am I paying for? Sir, you're assessed for community services based on your property size and usage classification. Usage classification? Large agricultural parcel, high impact designation. I actually laugh, the sound echoing across empty prairie. Buddy, there's literally nothing here but grass and cows, sir. The assessment stands. Will you be paying by check or credit card? What's your business address? Long pause. We're located in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix. They're billing me for Nebraska Community Services from 1,000 miles away. I hang up and start digging. Meadowbrook Property Services, LLC, incorporated 3 weeks ago. Registered agent. Devin Fairmont. Same last name. Brother-in-law. Turns out it's a family business. The business address leads to another UPS store mailbox. My grandfather always said fake management companies can't create real debt, but they sure can make your life hell trying. But then I find the Better Business Bureau complaints, and my blood runs cold. 5 different property owners from 3 states, all describing identical scams. Fake HOA bills, lien threats, harassment campaigns.